Hi, and welcome to the next drawing exercise. Alright, so this one's kind of interesting because you see they give you a top view and a side view. Now, normally you don't get this, guys, but sometimes they can do this to you. They can do this to you because that side view is kind of an auxiliary view. So they want the front view, and the front view, of course, is going to be above the top view if it's first angle. Anyways, that being said, um, let's go ahead and do this drawing. Now, if you look very carefully, you see a dotted line. Okay, and you see another dotted line with the big, since you see the small circle and you see a dotted line going through the front view, that's correct. That means there's a hole there. But if you look at the big circle, it shows it's also dotted inside that other square object there in the top view. Now, the reason why I'm trying to point this out to you guys is because, again, they're trying to show you something that is, well, that you're going to expect on the higher levels. There is two items in here. So the reason why they're doing this, because they're going to show you that there's two items and they're going to be sectioned differently. Okay, so first things first, let's just quickly start drawing the construction lines and get this thing out of the way. So we're going to draw the front view. The front view is going to look very similar to the top view. It's about the same size, because I mean, if you had to rotate it, it's going to look the same. When you see the 3D model, it'll make sense. Alright, so first things first, let's draw a construction line. Now, I'm going to do it a little bit differently, guys. Like, one time I drew it with the base. Now, in this type of drawing over here, if you work cleverly, okay, you can actually just draw a construction line like this. And you work from the middle of this line for the sizes. So let me just quickly draw it a little bit darker so you can see what's going on. Okay. There we go. I'm going to get my set square. Okay, so what are the sizes? Okay, one size says it's going to be 40, and then it's 20, and then it's 10. Okay, so one size says it's 40. What's half of 40? It's 20, so you're going to mark off the 40 and the 0. What's the next size? Okay, it says it's 20, so you're going to line up the 20. Half of 20 is what? 10. Okay, mark off the 20, mark off the 0. And then finally that 10 millimeters, what's half of 10 millimeters? 5 millimeters. Mark that off, mark that off. Okay, right, let's scribe these lines. Okay, right, so let's see the width of the thing. Okay, I see it's 50 and I see it's 15 on the one side. It should be 15 on the other side. I'm going to get my rule over here. If it's 50 plus 15 plus another 15 will make it 80. So what I'm going to do is measure 80 from here to here. Here we go, 80. So I'm going to mark off the 80 and I mark off the 0. It says it's going in 15, so I mark off 15 over here. Measure 15, mark it off over here. Okay, so let's go and draw our construction lines. Okay, so now we've got our construction lines done. Now we can make the line solid. Remember what I said the first rule was? The outline remains the same. So let's just draw the basic outline. Okay, so the basic outline is all done. Alright, so you can see where the cutting line's going through the front, the top view over here. So it's going and it's going to go down, and it goes across like that. So, which means only half of this is going to be sectioned. Okay, so we have to find the middle. Now, as I say, you can measure it, but I prefer to bisect it so we can find it the proper way. And this you're going to separate it with a B-type line. Right. Okay, so we separated the B-type line. So this half is not going to get sectioned. So if it's not going to get sectioned, all you have to do is just replicate what you see on that view over there. Okay, so I'm going to be doing the dotted lines, and this line over here is going to be solid. Alright, so there we go. We've got our hidden details done and everything. Now, this over here is going to be very interesting. Okay, as I said, it's two items. This is actually a small pipe going into the square block. That's what it is exactly. So this line is actually going to become solid. Okay, this one's also going to become solid because you see it's sectioning through because it's a dotted line. It is the second rule of sectioning. Okay, the third rule is basically the section lines must be 45 degrees. Okay, so there we go. There we go. And there we go. Okay. Alright, so now we're going to section it. Now, hang on. They say, whoa, we got a line over there. I said it's a separate item. So this over here, this area over here, and this area, it's going to be sectioned one way, and this area over here is going to be sectioned the other way, because it's to represent its two separate items. All right, so let's carry on with the sectioning. Remember, it's 5 millimeters, guys. Okay, so I've sectioned that one this way, then you flip the set square around, and you start sectioning 5 millimeters the other way. Now try not to make them meet the lines, the section lines, okay? Try and make them not meet there. So try to put it more or less in the middle like that, which is perfect, and start drawing your section lines. There we go. Alright, now let's look at this thing in 3D. There we go. There's the 3D model over there. Now, as you can see, as I said, it's a you can see it's two separate items. Okay, you can see by the lines and that and everything. So there we go. You can see how it's been cut away, and that's why it's got a solid line over there. And oh, that one doesn't look thick enough. But yeah, usually that's why it's a solid line. I'll make it a little bit thicker. There we go. And yeah, so that's what it is. They're trying to show you it's two different items, and it's been sectioned. Okay, you have to section them each differently, and that's the way you're supposed to do it. Now, for N1 guys, they won't give you two items. Okay, touch wood, but normally they won't give you two items to section. Okay, normally it's just one item that you have to section. But this, they're trying to show you in the textbook that you do get things like this in the higher levels. So you must be aware what you're going to expect on the higher levels. All right. Okay, I hope you guys have learned something. I hope you enjoyed the lesson, and I hope you have a pleasant day further, and goodbye.